coming. Are you on him? Perfect. We're gonna get him. Excellent. Good. Oh, he's gonna go that way a little bit. Oh, he's in the woods on the other side. He must have got away. I see him. He's way on the other side of that pine tree. He's running away because he must have smelled him. See him? Oh. He's behind the trees right now. Shoot. Bummer, buddy. He's in the thick stuff there. Oh, man. Look at him go. Shoot, he got us. Long shot. That was awesome. We got into some red fox tracks here by this little pine grove. Big lake out here. Came into like 200 yards. I could have shot him there, but he was coming right to us, and the wind is kind of crosswind. But he managed to get down behind this little hill where we couldn't see him, and then, disappeared. And then the next thing you know, he's 500 yards away on the run. Disappointing. We'll keep hunting. You on him? Rap. Yep, you on him? Shoot, you on him, D? A little bit high. Saw the snuff. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I know, he came fast. Buddy, give me a pound. Let's keep waiting, because sometimes they come in packs. Volume up a little bit, hang on. That was crazy. He came over that ledge, just tearing in, came right up to the call. And I had this glove on, I couldn't get my finger in the trigger. I was like jamming it, had to take this off by that time. And I was telling Lydia to get the camera on because I was also worried we weren't gonna get a film of this thing. And then he came and boom, took off. Couldn't get him to stop. I barked a few times in my mouth. Took like a 200-yard running shot, hit a little bit high. You probably saw that, right? What's that?
They're running towards each other.
Yep. They hear us. He's coming. Might take him 15 or 20 minutes, but he's gonna get here.
Yep.
Awesome. Still coming. Why it takes a long time.
Oh, Dad, there's one really, really close. See, look at it. It's coming up the hill.
Oh, good. I see it. Zoom in on him.
Just wait. Can't find it.
Zoomed in on him?
Yeah.
Hold it really steady.
I'm on him.
Okay. See him over there?
Yeah. What?
You can turn the GoPro off. Holy smokes. Whew. We had a primo opportunity right there. We had like 5 or 6 of them. There's actually 4 more over the hill, so this area was just stacked with coyotes. We had one come up 150 yards, easy shot, whiffed on it. I gotta practice more shooting with this thing. It's a brand new gun. I'm not that good of a shot yet with it. I need to. I also have the scope shimmed up, and I think the shims are expanding or contracting with this cold weather. So it's like I got to get to know this gun more because this is frustrating. We've had 3 really cool opportunities. Red fox. We had a coyote today that just about ran over us and ran over our decoy. We just didn't get it to stop quick enough, and we couldn't get the camera on because it just came over the hill. And then here, of course, we had a bunch of them and couldn't get it done. Well, this is a change of events here. Got the coyote right there, dead in the field. So he ran out into this private land field. He didn't go that far, but he ran pretty far. We got back to the car, started driving a couple 100 yards, and then there's this dead coyote out in that field. And that's where he went to, so it's pretty awesome. I'm shooting these EDL rounds. They're like target rounds for my 6mm Creedmoor, so I've got to change that. Clearly, I need to get some expansion rounds. But we're gonna check with the landlord here, or the landowner, and see if we can retrieve this thing just so you can see it. But you able to see it on there? It's pretty hard to see, but with the binos I can see it pretty good. It's awesome. That's gonna wrap up the coyote season. It was a rough season for me. My rookie year for sure. I gotta work on my gun skills for my long range rifle shooting. It's definitely not the rifle's fault. This thing groups super tight. I don't know if it was the cold weather or me bumping the scope, but it was like a foot high. Caused me to miss a few. But throughout the week I realized really important to have a good rangefinder. My rangefinder for bow and arrow was not working for these 200, 300 yard shots. I wasn't able to get the rangefinder to read correctly, and then I was just guessing range. You know, it's like maybe it's 200, maybe it's 300, and that's a huge difference. That's like a difference of a foot on some of these shots. So I'm gonna improve next year, get a good rangefinder. You know, really know my weapon, get that dialed in cold weather and in warm weather, and see the differences there. Just a lot of things. I got to shoot out in the wind, and a tripod. We realized we really need the camera on a tripod instead of a monopod, and probably the gun on a tripod as well. And get rid of this Tacticam thing. I got this Tacticam on my scope, and the footage I got from that was garbage, so I'm gonna take that off. That was pointless. But I had a great time. I learned a lot. You know, these really windy days, for example, the coyotes really held up in these pine groves. That was interesting, and you know, just had a good time. There's definitely a lot of coyotes out here in South Dakota. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of them, and we'll see you on the next one.